I want to
Yeah.
do PSV Arsenal next because we
Yeah.
have to talk about Arsenal because Shravan is not here, so we can talk whatever shit we want.
In fact, it will be the other way around, bro. We would probably be a little bit more complimentary of Arsenal.
Right now, not so much, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
yeah,
But
yeah.
coming to this, first of all, I think the match that should have been for the script writers should have been Arsenal versus the Finewood, where it would have been as Van Persie coaching Finewood, and that would have been something like him going back to the Emirates. I would have loved to see, but anyway, we didn't get that as this year. So against
Hey, never say
PSV,
never.
yeah, not gonna lie, like I don't know a lot about PSV and how they have been, but then looking at their as fixtures, they have had some pretty memorable as wins in the Champions League. They have beaten Juventus, so it's so definitely no pushovers, and then they also did play Liverpool as well. But then you can argue that Liverpool didn't play. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Their
full
strongest
strength
11. Yeah.
team and
It
all
was
of
all
that.
wrapped up by then. Yeah.
Yeah, etc. and all of that. But then coming back to Arsenal, I don't know. This tie doesn't look like a clear walkover or a clear favorites, if you ask me, given the form that they're in. But then again, that's the beauty of football. This may be just the fixture that Arsenal needs to go out there and just prove to everyone that they're still the squad that they want to be. So despite of all of the injuries to their forward lineup, I feel it's going to be. I don't think the legs are going to be crazy back and forth, etc. I don't think Arsenal have the personnel to be able to afford such a game, so they have to be a bit more control, ball possession. That's a 1-0, 2-0 kind of a victory, especially given that they don't have a solid front line right now. But this is going to be close. I think PSV has a very very good chance of coming out of the tie as well and causing an upset, if you may, on this one. But yeah, I think it's going to be close. I can't pick a winner.
Yeah.
So given the form that Arsenal are in, right?
Yeah, I see it kind of like do or die mode for Arsenal at this point. This is the only competition they have something to even fight for. We all know that it's not going to happen for them in the Premier League. The sooner everybody comes to comes to terms with that, the easier for them. It is not that it's not an encouraging side of the bracket as well for them, but you have to play who you have in front of you. So it's still, as long as you're not out of the cup, you have to play for that cup. And Champions League is a very good ambition to be striving for, particularly given that they haven't won it. So I would think they would give their best with whatever the personnel they have. They will probably take this super ultra serious, and I have hope for Arsenal, not just now, not just against PSV. Even if Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid come through, I have hopes for them to actually Arsenal doing something.
What are you saying?
Yes, I mean, I just have this weird hope for them purely because, okay, we need to make something out of this season.
Okay,
Yes,
this may be hottest take right now.
Yes.
Come on. How are you seeing Arsenal doing something against Real Madrid or Atletico?
Again, my brain says no, they cannot. I don't think they'll even have an easier game against PSV. But my heart says that, okay, so let's just get this done, guys.
So,
Let's just play our best football.
And you
Let's
think they
just
can
be
get
attacking.
past Real Madrid or Atletico?
Dude, at this point, anybody can get behind beyond Real Madrid, in my opinion. But the problem is that people are overestimating their capability because of the City game. So City was genuinely a one-off game for them to show any game that they dominated anything.
Got it.
So you can go back and see their previous game against Real Betis. It's just a weird team. They just don't click together. They just do weird
Real
things.
Madrid
That's
is
all.
different, bro. They have a goat in Anthony. You cannot. He's going to decide the La Liga, guys. You heard it first here, but then.
Sure. Yeah. No, my point is that Arsenal should not have to fear Real Madrid in its current form. Sure, Arsenal has poor front line. It could be depressing, but I don't see them being too far off especially because Arsenal's backline is very strong. So if they don't have too much coming behind through Vinny or Mbappe, they're just sitting ducks. Real Madrid is just sitting ducks. That's all. So City was so poor in putting together a decent attack throughout the entire second leg. It just looks like, oh, this team is just amazing now. They have just started to pick up form, or they're gonna do amazing. Rudiger came back. It's just the same Rudiger. It just doesn't do anything that much. Alaba came back, is half-assing stuff. Their only good thing is Asensio, and this guy has been benched again for the veteran defenders. In my opinion, that guy should be starting every single Real Madrid game. It's the only positive thing that's going on for this time around. Ancelotti, this is my biggest issue with Carlos. He gives seniority way too much of an importance and weightage. This guy has been sitting on their bench for a long, long time. He's amazing. He's very good at the clearances. As much as it pains for a Barcelona fans to see, to see such a good defender come out of Real Madrid, he's genuinely this Ramos region. He enjoys a tackle. He's very dirty. He doesn't mind doing those, the dark art style of defending stuff. Yeah, and he has a goal in him every time there is a as a corner or something like that. So Real Madrid are very lucky to find this guy, and he's 21 or 22 or something like that. This is my biggest issue with this guy, Carlos. He won't ever trust. He would rather shift around like Kamavinga and the Chouameni into this defensive position
rather than give a new chance.
League is long. You should test stuff out in league more than anywhere else. And the minute everybody's out of the starting fixture, like everybody's out, there's no other option, he puts him in, he shines the brightest. Same issues Endrick, dude. Endrick is just there sitting. He's 16 or 17 or something like that. 18, Give that kid a chance. Arda Güler, he has not been kicking the ball in forever. You can't do this. You can't keep playing the same old team because they just know how to get shit done and expect the team to pick themselves up whenever they're in this shitty position. You're just going to throw them in there and they're going to have a bad game again. So I hope.
Is this his last year? Did he say he's leaving?
Carlos is very flip-floppy about that. So
he says
he plays it safe.
Okay.
Yeah, if things don't go his way, he'll just say that, okay, as I said, this is going to be my last season. I think somebody else can take this over. If it goes well, no, I never said I wanted to leave. This is the best place to be. So he's been doing that forever and flirting with the Brazil coaching position. If he's not taking a Brazil coaching position one year before World Cup, why would he even do that anymore after that? Okay. So it's pointless. Yeah. Anyway,
coming back to, I think we dove into Real Madrid while talking about Arsenal, but so you're saying you do see Arsenal do well against PSV?
And if they go through and Real Madrid / Atletico Madrid.
What about after that when they'll have to face Liverpool? Do you think they're also there?
No, Liverpool is, it's a known team. That's the problem, right? So Arsenal are still kind of weirdly strange for the PSV as well as the Real Madrid side of it. It adds that element of surprise where how am I going to get through this defense line, or how am I going to stop this specific attacker? Okay. Liverpool have played them twice, kind of like on the mode where, okay, we know their strength, we know their weak points, we'll just target some specifically that.
So for me, the thing with Arsenal is now, if you see even their fixtures in I feel the last two games were very telling in terms of not being able to do much on the forward line. Again, both clean sheets. Sorry, they lost against West Ham for sure. I really don't. So especially when it comes to Champions League and knockout, right? I feel when you don't score as much, the pressure on the defense also gets so crazy. I feel they'll go a bit weird in terms of what set pieces that they can do in etc. Right? So with all of that, I don't see Arsenal being able to come through. I mean, so not against PSV, but against an Atletico or Real Madrid. But obviously, weirder things have happened in Champions League. So let's see.
Yeah, man, Champions League is weird. That's precisely why everybody keeps giving Real Madrid a chance. It doesn't matter however bad they are. Champions League is just weird, and they're a weird team. They just get it done. But I have hope for Arsenal, at least up until the semis.
Should we do predictions? Let's do this. Let's pick a winner and let's pick the overall score, I guess.
Yeah, PSV Arsenal over 2 legs, pretty close with just a 1 goal gap.
Okay, that's a good one. For me, PSV Arsenal, I know Sharon may hate me. I will go with PSV and I would say something, so pretty close, something like a 3-2 or something like that over 2 legs. Yeah.
Well, I expect Arsenal to wrap it up in the home leg, second leg.